When we think about leadership and management and the role that they play in the success of business agility at an enterprise level, why don't you give us some examples of how they participate in that process and that shift and that change?
Yeah, so with executives, it's for me, it's all about they've got to create a clear and compelling mission, right? What's the vision of the future? What does that look like? And hopefully we can get them to, I always say they're responsible for the what and the why, right? So this is the vision and this is why it's going to be good for us as an organization. In terms of, I'll say, middle management, a couple things there. Middle management is so important, right? Some will talk about the frozen middle, right? The success or failure of any transformation will often rest on that middle management layer. And you talked about the WIFM. Really important that we have a compelling story for middle management where they feel like, yes, this is good for not just the organization as a whole, but very candidly, me as an individual middle manager. I've seen cases where folks have been asked to take on middle managers or take on an individual contributor role. And in the particular case I was thinking of, they didn't want to be individual contributors. They kind of wanted to climb the ladder of influence, if you will. And I think this is where you mentioned about traditional old world thinking meets hopefully new world thinking. And so a lot of traditional companies will have span of control as a way of identifying total compensation, for example. However, I would say in the new world, we really should be looking at more like impact and influence as more of the determiner of the value that an individual can give for the company. The second thing I'll say specifically about middle management, it's really important that they understand what their role is. And I always say, as middle managers, especially when we're talking about agility, you're not going to be part of the team. So it's not your job to come in and give the solution. I always describe middle management as enterprise impediment busters.
Yep.
So as servant leaders, it's a total shift, right? No longer am I coming in telling the team, here's what we need to do. I'm coming to the team and asking, hey, how can I help, right? What is it that you guys don't have the time or the influence to resolve on your own?